There we go. There we go. Hi guys. Alright, let's get this straight here. Alright. Hi. So it's a beautiful day. I hope you're all having a great day. And I thank you all for joining me. Hope you all join me. We're going to make, I can't get my camera right here. There we go. Subs. So Italian subs and a cucumber salad. It's a perfect kind of cool meal for this hot summer day. So you can do the subs hot or cold, it doesn't matter. It's perfect. So it's really great, easy summer meal. So and you can really mix it up. You can use whatever veggies you want. You can do lots of different things. So I'm going to do Italian subs today. So we're going to use ham, but you could use, if you wanted to use turkey, you could do that. If you want to use chicken, you could really put whatever on your sub that you wanted. Hi Lisa. So you can totally switch it up and do whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on my subs so that we can put them in the oven, and they'll be baking while we do the other stuff. So let's go ahead and start that. I'm going to grab my sheet pan here, that's what I'm going to make them on, and we're going to get started. So, and I'm wearing my apron today. This is Bobby's Kitchen that my Aunt Will got me. Thank you so much for the apron. I love it. And I love aprons, so I'm going to start wearing a different apron each time from my apron collection. I have many different ones. My Aunt Lynn also just got me one for graduation, and I got some that are my great-grandma's, so I'm going to start wearing a different apron every time. Alright, so let's start building. Hi Rose. So I'm going to start with the buns. I've just got some white sub buns here. Oh, these are not cut. I'll have to get my bread knife. This is what my family loves their subs on. Grab my knife and slice them here. Hi Jeanette. So just take a serrated knife and slice those through the middle. There we go. Here, right here it is. Alright, done to me, sorry. And there's like I'm going to be slicing these here. And these are a really great meal because if your family doesn't all like the same thing, you can totally customize it to what they do like. Hi Millie. Alright. They're really customizable, and you can just have, like I'm going to show you later, we'll just put out a big platter of the veggies and stuff, and then we will, that's not you, right? Yeah, okay. And then everybody can do their own toppings and stuff. So I got those, and then I'm going to do, these are the ones that I'm going to use. They are 21 whole grains for baked killer bread. I really like that brand. They have both clean ingredients. So mine won't be a sub. It'll be actually on a hamburger bun, but it'll still taste good. So I'm going to add those on there. Try to make them fit here. There we go. Alright. There we go. So, now, we're going to have start loading up what we want on our sandwiches. So, we're going to use ham, because that's what most of my family wants. So, we're going to do ham on all of them. And when I'm buying ham, I like to buy the uncured with no nitrates or anything like that in there. This is Black Forest ham, but if you like honey ham, if you like smoked ham, whatever you want to do. Whatever your favorite ham is, this is our favorite. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to do about 3 pieces for each sandwich, or each sub, rather. That will be about right for my size bun, but if you like more meat, totally add more meat, or if you want to do less, you can just do less and load it up on the veggies. There we go. And go on the bottom here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to do these for now, and I'll make the more off camera for our family, because this won't be enough. I'll do 2 of those buns. Alright, there we go. So put this aside here, And again, you could do turkey if you don't like ham. Totally fine. All right, now we're going to move on to cheese. So, moving on. Italian sub would usually have like mozzarella or provolone. So today I'm going to use a sliced provolone on some of them. But again, you can mix it up and do what cheese you want. So I'm going to do sliced provolone here. I want a really nice melty cheese that'll give you a nice cheese pull when you're making subs. Oh, that's one thick piece. Okay. Alright, that. It's going to be so cheesy and delicious. Love cheese. We love cheese in this house. Alright. So I just put about 1.5 pieces on each. And then on mine, I'm actually going to put organic mild cheddar, like a white cheddar. I love cheddar. That's a great meal for a hot day. It is. It's a really good meal for a hot summer day, as hot as it's been out lately. This is like the perfect meal. And you can do these cold too, so you don't even have to heat up the oven. You can totally just serve them cold. They're really good that way too. I like them both ways. You love a good sub. Yes, we do too. We love a good sub. So, alright, these are looking good already, and they just have the basics on there. So, a couple of my family wants pepperoni, so I'm going to put a couple on there. You don't have to do this. If you do like pepperoni, add it. If you don't, you can leave it off. You could also do salami. So I'm going to do that on a couple of them for them. Alright. There we go. Alright. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to throw these in the oven. I'm going to leave the top buns just off and up like this so that they'll get nice and toasty while the cheese is melting on our other ones. Alright. So I'm going to pop that in. And now we're going to get working on our cucumber salad and our toppings. All of our great toppings for this sub. So let's go ahead and get started on the toppings. So I'm going to do, I already have some lettuce here. So I'm just making a big platter so everybody can pick their own. And this is just some butter lettuce that was in our Misfits Market box. We're still loving that. Y'all should definitely check it out if you want. It's all organic veggies and delivered right to your door, which is really nice. So I'm going to peel my onion here. Or try to peel my onion. And then we'll just cut it into slices here. And I'm going to do a red onion, but you can do a yellow onion, you can do a white onion, whatever onion that you like or that you have. I'm just using this red onion. It'll be nice color, and I already had it on hand, so I'm going to use that. But really mix it up and do what you want. Do whichever you prefer. You can do, if you like stronger onions, do a white onion. If you like milder onions flavor, do a sweet one. Alright. There we go. And now I'm just going to slice it up into thin slices. It's going to be so yummy. These subs are going to be so fresh, loaded with fresh veggies. Love, love. Perfect for the summertime. Alright. So there we go. Got some slices here, and I'm going to pile those up, and they can just put them on their sandwich if they want them. The purple adds such a nice color to the platter. This is really perfect if you were going to have a cookout or something, and it makes the presentation really pretty. Alright. And let's do our other half. Again, just thin slices. Unless you like big chunks, and that works too. But most people like it thin. Alright. So excited about this meal. It's going to be delicious. Okay, I'm going to do another row on this side here. Alright. Let's pile that up here. onion's getting a little strong. Alright. There we go. So our platter is looking beautiful with all of our fresh stuff on there. Whew. Onion is strong. Okay. Now, we're going to move on to the tomatoes. So I just have 2 big tomatoes here. And I'm just going to slice them. So I'm just going to cut the ends off. And slice them up here. Into nice, kind of thicker slices. They're nice and juicy. Oh yes, these are really great addition to our subs today. All right, so let's lay that on there. All right, let me wash my hands really quick. Alright, and let's do another big tomato because my family is going to love tomatoes. We're definitely going to need more than what we have, than those. So, and a beautiful, if you have like a beautiful purple heirloom tomato would be really pretty, or a yellow tomato, like a Mr. Stripey or something, when those are fresh from the garden. I can't wait till we're getting those out of the garden here. Alright, these are looking so good. So fresh. Alright, our platter is looking so colorful. Yes, always have tears. Yeah, the onions are strong today, so they're getting to me. Okay, move that to the side here. Now I'm going to have some peppers here in case somebody wants a hot pepper on their sub. So I'm going to cut them up into just little rings and just get the seeds out here. These are shishito peppers. You could use I'm actually going to do slices so I can get the seeds out easier. You could do jalapeno peppers. You could do poblano peppers. Poblanos are really good and they're not too hot. Can't wait till those are ready. I'm starting to get a few of those in the garden, so I cannot wait until they're ready to pick and use. They're such a good pepper. They have a nice kind of a kick to them, but they're not too hot. So, oh, the platter looks pretty. Thank you, Murray. I think it's a really pretty way to serve these, especially if you want to have company over or have a cookout and just want the food to look fun and nice and pretty. So I'm going to slice those here. And I'm going to do a few of them, but if you don't like hot peppers, nobody in your family likes heat, you can just skip this part, obviously. You can also do like a sweet pepper, so bell pepper, red, or red would be really pretty, or yellow, or green, whatever you have. Totally works. So really use what you like. Alright. So I'm going to do one more here. And we'll just have that there for anybody who wants some heat on their sandwich. There we go. Alright. Get all the seeds out because these are kind of hot. Alright. Those are going to be great. And I'm going to add those right there. There we go. Alright, I'm going to wipe up my board here. You could just eat the whole plate of veggies. Yeah, that would be so yummy on its own. Don't even need a sub. Alright. Move this. There we go. I'm going to wash my hands just so I don't get any hot pepper anywhere else or on my face. Okay, now let's move on to this delicious cucumber salad that we're going to make. It is so perfect for summer. So cool and creamy, really flavorful. So let's get started. Let me check the subs first and make sure they're coming along. Alright, yes, the cheese is getting nice and melty, so those are almost done for us. So let's go ahead and start on the cucumbers. So I'm just gonna get my cucumbers open here. And we don't have cucumbers coming in our garden yet, so I'm just gonna use these English cucumbers. They're my favorite cucumbers from the store. They don't have fake seeds or anything. You don't need to peel them. So I'm gonna use those. So let's get the, should have opened these off camera. But we'll get it, right? Okay. But you can use whatever cucumber is your favorite. Hi, Dawn. Whatever cucumbers you like, or if you have some growing already, that's wonderful. Even better. Alright. There we go. Got it all open here, and I'm just going to wash them off. Alright, there we go. So I've got those washed off now, and we're just going to cut them up. I'm going to cut the ends off here. Cut the ends off. Throw those in the scrapple. I'm going to cut them in like a few pieces just so they're easier to work with. Then I'm going to cut them in half. And then in strips. And then I'm just going to dice them up. Not too small of a dice, just kind of a rough cubing. And I'm going to do that again. Just on all of these. If you want to do this in like slices or half slices or half moons, totally do it however you want. You can totally do this in whatever shape you want your cucumbers to be cut. Alright. But I'm just going to do it this way for today. But it's good anyway. It's good so many, whatever way you want to do it. Alright. These cucumbers look so good. These are our absolute favorite cucumbers from the store. And you can peel your cucumbers if you want them peeled. You really don't need to peel these, and they're just fine with the peeling on them. So I'm not going to peel them, but if you don't like to eat the peel, you can do that and peel them. It's totally whatever you want to do. So, alright, cut that out. Alright, this is so good. And then the recipe for this is already on the blog, so y'all head over there and check it out, and you can get the exact measurements of everything that you need to make this delicious salad. So, in a bowl, real quick before I put my cucumbers in there, I'm going to mix up my dressing for it. So, I'm going to add some Greek yogurt. So, there we go. Add my Greek yogurt in. Alright. And then we're going to add in, let's check on our subs again here. Alright, those are looking good, so I'm going to turn them off. I'm going to turn it to keep warm just so they stay nice and warm for us while we're getting the rest of our stuff done here. And then I'm going to grab a splash of milk. Hi Dawn, oh yes, thank you for sharing, that's always appreciated. I dropped something. Okay, I'm going to add just a splash of milk here, just to thin that out a bit. Okay. Alright. That got a little crazy. Now we're going to whisk this up and grab a whisk here. Or a fork. A wood fork would work best. And I'm going to whisk this up. So this will just thin out the dressing a bit and be able to coat all of our cucumbers really nicely. So this is just a little batch here, but I'll have the full recipe. It's on the blog. I'll link it in the video. When we're done here, I'll link it in the comments, and you can go get the full recipe with all of the exact measurements. Now, going to add some salt and pepper. So a little bit of salt here, and a little bit of coarsely ground black pepper. I'm going to whisk that in. And then we're going to start adding all of our delicious fresh herbs. So let me move that out of the way so I can chop up my fresh herbs here. I've got my scoop my cucumber out of the way. First we're going to start with fresh parsley. So just got some here. I really love fresh herbs for this, but you can do dried if you don't have any fresh. I'm just going to remove the stems. Alright. But again, you can totally, and you can switch it up if you have different herbs, then different herbs will work in here too. If you have some fresh thyme, that would be really lovely. And then I'm going to use some fresh dill also. And again, if you don't have fresh dill, just use dried dill. It works the same. It works. I prefer fresh, but dried will still work lovely. And you'll still get a really delicious summer salad. Alright, so let's go ahead and give those a rough chop. You don't want them to be too big in there, so run your knife through them several times and get them pretty small. Alright, and then I'm going to add a couple fresh or dried herbs in here too, because I just don't have the fresh of the other herbs that I need right now. So just making it work with what I have. Fresh dill gives it a really nice flavor, so if you can, try to add the dill no matter what. And then you can kind of play around with whatever other ones you got. Alright. Those look lovely. So let's add those into the bowl here. Alright. Oh, it smells amazing. It smells so good. I cannot wait to eat this. It smells delicious. And it looks so beautiful, colorful, putting the fresh herbs in there. It's just lovely. Okay, now let's add in our cucumber. I'm just making a little bit here. I'll do the rest off camera for the rest of us. Let's toss that. Alright. Oh yeah, and I'm going to add in, I should add it to the dressing, but I got a little carried away with that. I'm going to add in a little bit dried basil or dried thyme here. And you could totally, I would recommend if you have fresh thyme if you have it. I just have some dried today. Alright. Oh, that looks so good. I cannot wait to try this. It's always amazing, so I can't wait to dig in and eat that. Looks so good. And you could top it with a few more fresh herbs to garnish if you have a few left over. Makes it look really pretty. Alright. Ooh, got my stem in there. Okay, there we go. So that's ready to eat. Let's put that to the side. And now we're going to work on our dressing for our subs. So we're going to do an Italian dressing. You can totally just do a smear of like Greek yogurt or mayonnaise if that's what you guys prefer. But I'm going to make an Italian dressing to put on ours. So in here I already have some extra virgin olive oil in the bottom of a mason jar. This is just a really easy way to mix it up real fast. And then I'm going to grab my apple cider vinegar. Alright, and I'm just going to add equal parts. So this doesn't have to be super precise. You don't have to measure everything out, though you can. But I'm going to add equal parts apple cider vinegar and olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil. It's a really easy base to really any kind of dressing. You can kind of switch it up. So there's that. And then I'm going to add in some dried basil. Also add in some dried thyme too. Dried basil and dried thyme together are really good. And then I'm going to add in some salt and pepper. Really simple here. Just super simple ingredients that you probably already have at home. Add that. And then I'm going to put on my lid. And I'm just going to shake it up. And it's super easy. You don't have to whisk anything or get out a big bowl. Just shake it up. That's super easy. And then you can even store it in this if you want to make a whole batch and use it like for a week or so. So there we go. Perfect. And then you can taste it too. Just taste it and see if it's tastes. If it's not, if it needs more herbs or salt or whatever, you can kind of adjust that if it needs more vinegar or more sweetness. The vegetables look amazing. Thank you. They look so fresh. They're going to be perfect for this summer day. All right. I'm going to give mine a taste. So good. All right. So let's set that aside. And let's grab out our subs because they are done and they're looking so good. Yes, these look so good. All right. Those look really good. Let's pull them over here so you can see them real quick. Oops, keep flipping that one on myself here. Alright, they look so good. That cheese is really melty. Everything's nice and hot. Alright, so I'm going to grab a plate here. Hi, Michaela. Grab a plate. Grab one of mine here on the spun, and then I'm going to build. So I'm going to put some butter lettuce on mine. You can use whatever lettuce you want though too. If you don't have butter lettuce, just use romaine. You can use some spring mix. You can use totally whatever you want. I'm going to add some hot peppers here. Just a few, not too many. Alright. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this dressing to my bun. Alright, so I'm going to drizzle that on the other side of my bun here. Alright, that's going to add a nice flavor. There we go. So I'm going to top that, and then I'm going to cut mine in half just because I like to. You don't have to. Nice and crusty. Looks so good. Nice and hot. The cheese is nice and melty. The bun is crusty. Really good. Now let's add some of our cucumber salad to the plate here. Oh, that looks so good. So creamy and cool. And then I'm going to add a pickle. So this is a great meal to serve a pickle with. You could add those on your platter too if you wanted. I'm just going to add it to my plate here. Looks so good, guys. So it's a delicious fresh meal. So let's try it. Let's try the sandwich first. It's so good. Very hot. Still too hot to bite into, but it's really good. Let's add some of that cucumber salad. The cucumber salad is a really nice, cool addition to the plate. Cool and creamy. Kind of cools it off, especially if you're using a hot pepper on your sandwich. So good. It's a perfect summer meal. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hi, Laurie. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try one of these recipes. Try it out. Enjoy it on one of these hot summer days that we're having so much lately. So I hope that you all have had a good day, and I hope you all enjoyed. So thank you all so much. Be sure and go to the blog because the cucumber salad recipe is already up there. And please share this video if you would so others can find it. Alright, bye guys. Have a blessed day, y'all.